Hey everyone, it's Skipper Mark, and today we are in New London, Connecticut on the Thames River. We're, I'm guessing, about a mile north of the ocean, which is to the south, and maybe 5 to 7 miles south of the town of Norwich, which is up that way, and we'll probably head up there too. Today is beautiful. There's no clouds at all in the sky, and one of the last times we were here, it was terrible. It was super stormy, thunderstorms, and it was just really bad, and today is far, far better. So it's going to be warm, we're going to have a great time, so come along and enjoy the fun. As we headed toward the ocean, the water was calm and the ride was very smooth, but that didn't last for very long. On our way out, we swung by the U.S. Coast Guard Eagle, which is a 295-foot cutter that was taken from Germany by the United States at the end of World War II. Wikipedia has a detailed page about it that I've linked to below. Since we had no plans or a destination in mind, we decided to head to Fisher's Island in New York, which is about 5 miles away. As we exited the mouth of the river and headed into the Sound, water conditions changed significantly, and they went from relatively calm and smooth to quite heavy, with waves averaging 2 to 3 feet high. Thankfully, they were pretty close together, so they weren't too bad to ride, but the spray from our wave runners hitting them was a different story. Each time we hit a wave, it created a massive spray that drenched us, leaving us soaked and freezing. Matt had only worn cotton pants and no shirt, and by the time we made it across the Sound, he was frozen. As we neared Fisher's Island, the wind picked up and the entire area turned into a sea of whitecaps. The waves were very close together, which made them really smooth to ride, and it brought back some memories of my younger days when I used to sail and windsurf in conditions like this. I don't know much about Fisher's Island, but it's not a tourist destination like Block Island or Martha's Vineyard. I'm not sure if they even have a hotel. We've never actually visited here other than to come over on our boats and cruise around the harbor. The boats we saw were mostly from New York and Connecticut, but one, Abracadabra, came all the way from Washington State. I always wonder what a journey like that entails and think it would make for an awesome adventure. The ride back across the Sound was much smoother since we were going with the wind, and it gave us a chance to dry off and get a little warm. Before heading back to the river, we swung by the Ledge Lighthouse, which is rumored to be haunted. We then passed the New London Harbor Lighthouse, which has that classic, iconic lighthouse look. Once we entered the river, the water became incredibly calm, and we were able to go a lot faster. Aside from a few no-wake zones, there's no speed limit on the river, so it's a perfect spot to open it up and let the wave runners fly. Nancy had never been here by boat, so we enjoyed showing her the Mohegan Sun Casino and the abandoned city a little further upriver. When we reached Norwich, we explored the Marina, but the part that we saw looked pretty run down. I wonder if only a part of it is used because the docks we passed were overgrown with weeds and they were covered with bird droppings. We made a quick trip up the Yentic River to Thayer's Marine, where we bought our bass boats. If you're in the market for a boat, I highly recommend checking them out. It's a family-run business and they have a great selection of brands, and they're well known for their excellent customer service and professionalism. As we made our way back to the docks, we soaked in the beauty of the area and reflected on our past adventures, knowing this would probably be our last ride of the year. Looking back, we had a great time on our WaveRunners this season and explored some incredible spots like Lake George in New York, Candlewood Lake in Connecticut, and Lake Winnipesaukee in New Hampshire, our absolute favorite destination. We also had an unforgettable trip to the Thousand Islands in New York and Canada, where we got to experience an exciting poker run. And in the Thousand Islands National Park in Canada, we were treated to some of the most breathtaking scenery we've ever seen. The ride downriver went really fast, and before I knew it, we were back at the docks. And with that, we're back. It was a pretty fun day. It was rougher than I thought going to Fisher Island, but I really wanted to see it again, and it was okay, you know, to be out on the ocean like that. It was fun. And then had fun going up to Norwich, got to see Thayer's Marine, which was cool, and it was really smooth, so we were able to go fast, and that's always fun. And overall had a great time. So now we're going to take out the WaveRunners, put them on the trailer, and head home. And we're actually going to use salt away on them and flush the engines to get the salt water out. If you haven't seen it, I have a video up above that explains how to do that, because we don't want to leave the salt in the engine and have it corrode them. So thanks for watching and have a great day. If you have any questions, please leave a message in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer. Thanks again, and see you for the next video.